Oh, too much. Okay, sorry for that. My beer spilled out. Go. Anyway, hey people, welcome back to my stream. Although I was supposed to do like Zelda after dinner, but I just remembered today is Toma Kazusa's birthday, and since I'm like a super ultra fan of White Album 2, I thought I'd do a special stream. So for this stream, I'm gonna start off with Kazusa's true ending in Coda, then her after story. So we'll do Zelda tomorrow. Yeah. So we're gonna start with this one. Man, it's been a year.
それが私の望みなのに。
嘘で好きだなんて言えない。心と切り離せない。
Damn. I can't run away or even deceive her anymore.
この冬だけでいいんだ。ほんの少しだけ愛してるって言ってくれたら。
愛してるって言ったらお前が世界で一番になっちまう。抱きしめたら二度と離せなくなる。
This is alluding a lot to the normal ending. And considering how things went with the normal ending, things kind of went in a messed up direction. So stay or head hierarchy. Back when I put the two of them side by side in my mind, when we were to connect once again, I found myself afraid of delving deeper into my feelings, afraid of looking at the direction they were facing.
終われない。この
Oops.
だから5年前と同じにはできない。別れること前提で抱きしめることなんかできない。
Nice. I can tell that Kazusa is gazing at me more intensely than she was earlier.
誰もが傷つかない恋なんてもうできない。誰を傷つけなくちゃならないのか。
Not because of her breaths or the
消えなくちゃならない。
oops, not because of her breaths or the sensation of her tears, but from a welling heat in my body.
だから俺はお前を今受け入れることはできないんだ。
それって
もう喋るな。
もしかしてさ、たとえそれがほんのわずかの希望だとしても。
言うな。そんなことあってたまるか。
What a baseman. He has to ignore Kazusa here, or things will inevitably messed up.
ごめん。
The reason I instinctively raised my voice is because she proposed a possibility that would be far too painful. The normal ending, bro. She proposed the possibility of a preposterous choice. So she proposed a possibility that defies common sense, one that would only serve to make me even delirious.
嘘。私今何言おうとしたんだ。そんな人として考えたらいけないこと。
Even Kazusa shrinks upon realizing that she had stumbled upon that forbidden evil option.
もういい。やめてくれ。今日はもうこれ以上何も考えたくない。
春樹。
お前は熱に浮かされてた。俺は気が動転してた。それでいいことにしてくれ。
My entire body starts to tremble.
春樹。春樹。
I'm not sure if I'm the one trembling, or if it's just Kazusa's trembling that's being transmitted to me, or it could very well be both. It's not something that I want to think about anymore. I don't want to think about anything or anyone. I don't want to make a decision yet. Dots.
はいはいそれじゃあお願いします。タクシー10分でこっち来るって。
To be honest, though, I wish I could have started Coda today, but I just remembered like this evening. But Coda is kind of unstreamable because of there's actually one unstreamable scene here, but once we go through that, I could perfectly stream everything else because nothing unstreamable shows up again.
うん。
I let go of her hands, and she moved away. We both sat against the wall, then brought ourselves close to each other again. We don't hold each other's shoulders, and we don't hold hands. Kazusa rests her head on my shoulder and continues her usual feverish breaths. But I don't hold her anywhere. I don't warm Kazusa up.
ねえ、春樹。
Our screams and lamentations are over. In the darkness illuminated by the moonlight, the room returns to the usual quiet.
もしさ、もし、私の来日が日本公演なんかじゃなくて、ただ逃げてきただけだったらさ、もし私がピアノでも失敗してさ、落ちぶれて失意のまま帰国してたとしたらさ、
カズさ、
そんな私を憐れんで、お前は抱きしめてくれたかな。
Oh shit. Maybe I should also be streaming this in my YouTube account. Nah, it's fine. I don't want people bothering me about this.
道場でキスしてくれたかな。
Kazusa's faint murmurs are sucked in by the vast room.
ならなかったんだよ。そういうことならなかったんだよ。
ごめんな、春樹。
ごめん、カズさん。
And this time, a true silence settled between us.
怪我？
コンサートのすぐ後、階段から落ちて。
それで追加公演は？いや、まず怪我の状態だよな。
右手の甲を切ってて、あと左手首を捻挫してて。まあどちらも骨には異常ないみたいですが。
両手。
As Hamada-san's face turned pale right in front of me, I had no choice but to accept whatever comes my way, all while being tormented by numerous painful thoughts.
追加公演はあと一月あるから大丈夫かな。
多分怪我は治ってるでしょうけど、ベストコンディションで演奏できるかどうかは。
そっか、そうだよな。ピアニストが練習できないなんて。
Few lies I'm telling, and the many secrets I'm keeping weigh heavily on my heart.
それにしてもなんで今まで連絡してくれなかったんだ。
すいません。
お前を責めてなんかないって。ホーマーオフィスのこと言ってんだよ。緊密に連絡取り合うって約束だったのに。
それはその。
After all, Who could possibly imagine the improbable truth of the matter? That it's actually all my fault that all of this happened. Will he ever even understand if I explained it to him?
迷惑かけるのが申し訳なくて、包帯が取れるまで黙っておこうと思ってたって。
その方が余計迷惑だろうが。何考えてんだよ。
申し訳ありません。
だからお前に言ってんじゃないって何度も言ってるだろう。
はい。
That's why I can only lie to everyone around us right now. As per my persuasiveness and the situation around us, and my understanding of Kazusa's feelings, I remain unable to grasp them fully yet.
とにかくアンサンブルの編集長には報告しとく。向こうはまだ東間陽子と連絡取れないらしくて。
そうなんですか。
I didn't contact Yoko-san either, because I didn't know what excuse to tell her, when I couldn't protect nor even reject Kazusa.
それじゃあ俺、そろそろ取材の時間ですから。
東間和沙の見舞いには行くのか？
ええ、夜に。
俺も顔出そうか。今後の取材のこともあるだろうし。
いえ、今はあまり他人に会いたくないそうです。
そっか。じゃあお大事にって伝えてくれ。
はい、失礼します。
今はあまり他人に会いたくないか。
Of
自分は他人じゃないって言ってるぞ、お前。
course. I managed to breathe a sigh of relief, but inside my heart, I still feel out of breath. No matter how many pointless apologies I made, no one could possibly have comprehended them, and the feeling of guilt within me never eased up. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, Hamada-san. I didn't know. I never knew she was this lacking in professionalism. I never knew she had become more of an amateur than ever before. I never knew she was so frail that she'd become unable to play, all because of a single guy. I mean, Kazusa is, Alright. There's a part here I can't stream, but it's not that long. The scent of spicy food fills the room. Wait. Of course, this is the third day in a row I'm eating curry, so I can't bring myself to be excited about the stimulating fragrance. So while boiling the mild curry, I start cutting some vegetables I happen to have in the fridge. The light on my rice cooker indicates that it has finished cooking. All that's left is to put it onto a plate. Then the belated dinner will be finished. As I lead, the movements of my hands to muscle memory and my thoughts about the present decrease. My mind insists on recalling the memories of last night. The Toma residence. After 5 years. Kazusa sitting all alone with her arms around her knees. Down in the studio where we had so many memories together. Even though the place wasn't supposed to be where she belonged, that place was all she had left at that time. Compared to the world that knows and wants her, I was in shock at how confined the world she knows and wants is in comparison. She told me her true feelings for the first time since our reunion. She said that she continued to having feelings for me these past 5 years. I couldn't bring myself to accept the painful and miserable truth about her feelings, even if they were very elating to me. I already have Setsuna after all, which is why the only option for us is to break apart. We hurt each other so deeply that day that we couldn't maintain our relationship as neighbors anymore, which was already hanging on a thin thread. No. It's perhaps more accurate to say we were living together. That's why Kazusa's still in this apartment. God
そろそろ
damn,
起きて
son.
何か食ってくれ。いい加減、タヌキ寝入りにも限界があるだろう。
Kazusa is still in this apartment despite everything that's happened. She hasn't given up on being my neighbor. I guess it's better to say that I was the one who refused to let her go.
お前、昼も結局何も食ってなかったじゃないか。もう熱下がってるんだし、本当は起きれるんだろ。
After all, there's no way I could let her go. She had a fever. Both her hands are injured. Not to mention the fact that I couldn't get in touch with Yoko-san. She would never go to a hospital by herself either. So no matter how little sense this all makes, I have no choice but to do something right now.
いつまでもこのままってわけにもいかないだろう。食事もそうだけど、怪我の治療だって。
Even that entails the fact that ever since I got home, I've been measuring her temperature with my hands, wiping off her sweat, and gazing intently at her face. Regardless, Kazusa has kept her eyes stubbornly closed, seemingly asleep.
口なんか聞けるわけないだろう。
カズさ。
I knew from the beginning that she was awake all along, because I could feel Kazusa's gaze every time I turned away from her. Painfully so.
私、お前に告白したんだぞ。思いっきり振られたんだぞ。
I wouldn't call that rejection. Well, that's a rejection for sex, but anything else other than that, it's not that simple. Anyway, sorry, those are my thoughts about it.
振ってなんか。
There you go. Haruki straight up says this. He technically never rejected her, man. Not yet. Not yet. In complete contrast to the cries coming from the innermost depths of her heart back then, the first thing Kazusa says in over a day is a little more than a vigorous murmur.
玉砕した相手に面倒見られるなんて、拷問以外の何者でもないじゃないか。
She's desperately trying to prevent any anger or sadness from being infused in her voice. But those involuntary feelings are conveyed clearly through the shaking of her voice.
私を見るな。私をそんな優しい目で見ないでくれよ。
俺に構われるのが嫌だったら、ちゃんと起きろよ。自分の力で立ってくれよ。
そしたらお前はいなくなるのか。私の前から永遠に消えてなくなるのか。
お前が望むなら。
望まない。そんなの嫌だ。
なら食ってくれよ。包帯変えさせてくれよ。お前の面倒見させてくれよ。
それも嫌だ。今は絶対に嫌だ。帰ってくれ。私の部屋から出て行ってくれ。
でも飯と傷の手当てと、本当は体温だって測りたいし。
うるさいよお前。本当にうざいよ。勘弁してくれよ。
カズさ。
However, when she tried to stop her emotions from appearing in her voice was only the beginning. Before long, countless painful feelings seep into that faint voice, stabbing at me. The thing that was hiding them was Kazusa's kindness. The thing that exposed them was my inability to read the atmosphere. I returned to my room, turned off the light, and put myself under the bedsheets. But that didn't mean I could fall asleep. From what I felt from her forehead, her temperature was down. From what I can judge from reading her hands, her right hand hasn't experienced any suppuration. And the sprain on her left hand doesn't seem to be too serious either. I'm still a bit nervous about her additional concert a month from now, but as far as being able to continue playing the piano is concerned, there should be nothing to worry about. At least, as far as her physical health is concerned. As I repeatedly turn and toss in bed, I feel an instinctive desire well up in me apart from the desire to sleep.
晩飯
Come to think of it, I didn't eat anything either. I wonder when all that curry is ever going to be fully eaten. But going over to the other apartment now at 3 a.m. to fetch the saucepan would be problematic, both on a personal and a practical level. I curl up in a ball and hold my empty stomach. Then I put the sheet over my head and forcibly close my eyes. Both the curry and our discussion will have to wait until tomorrow. Her apartment was enclosed with a chain today. She created a situation where only I can enter, since I have a key. That isn't entirely safe from a security standpoint, but right now I'm more happy that she has opened up the door to her heart a little.
おやすみ
So good night, Kazusa. Tomorrow morning, I'll see if Curry makes a good breakfast or not. So for now, I will make myself comfortable and let my assumed consciousness fade. It seems I won't get to do that quite yet. Alright, we're close to that scene. I need to hide. It's been an hour since I left Kazusa's room as she was muttering in sadness. And now before me, I once again appear in this room. Lies a pitiful scene that makes me astonished that this is even the same place.
カレーのお姫様
Right.
こんなもの部屋に置いておくからだ。
Forget Curry's stained clothes. Even her hair is covered in thick curry. The pot, the plate, and the contents are all over the floor. The room is filled with the smell of a 3-day-old mild
こ
curry.
れしばらく匂い落ちないぞ
こぼす前から部屋中に匂ってた。
どうしてこんなこと捨てようとしたのか
そんなこと。そんなもったいないこと。部屋中に匂ってて。そのせいで、どんどんお腹空いてきて。
そっか
When I felt from her forehead, her temperature was down. So there would nothing be strange about her appetite returning to her. In fact, that would be a good thing.
だから、鍋をテーブルに持ってこうとして。
Kazusa, I don't know how you messed this up, bro. But, I don't know how I still don't know how Kazusa would fuck this up, man. Though I would have been happier if she understood the state her hands are in. Oh, it's her hand. Oh yeah, completely good.
お前はいつも大丈夫大丈夫って言うけど、やってること穴だらけじゃないか。
ああわかったわかったとりあえず俺が片付けておくからカズサは風呂行って体洗って着替えて
どうやって。
Saying that, Kazusa shows me her originally white, but now yellow bandage with a spiteful glare.
だからお前は穴だらけだって言うんだ。
Oh shit. Gotta censor the shit. Fuck!
なあ本当にいいのかよ
Okay, let me read this. Haruki. Hey, are you really sure it's okay?
何を言ってるんだ今さら。いいも悪いもこれしか選択肢がないだろ。
Kazusa. What are you saying now? It's not a matter if it's okay or not. There's no other choices there.
絶対に少しは目に入るぞ隠しきれるもんじゃないぞ
Haruki. I'm sure I'll catch a glimpse. You won't be able to conceal it all, you know. Wait, maybe I could just play with the transparency. I'll just wait for the seed to show up.
別に隠すつもりなんかない。
Alright, Kazusa. It's not like I plan on concealing anything.
逆に困るよ俺。
Hierarchy. That would be actually problematic for me.
そんなに見たくないのか。
Kazusa. Are you that much against seeing me?
そうじゃないから困るって言ってんのに。
Hierarchy. It'll be problematic because I do want to.
5年前とっくに全部見られてる。
Kazusa.
今更だ。
You already saw all of me 5 years ago. It's too late now.
早くしろ。風呂までカレー臭くなるだろう。
Kazusa. Hurry up. Even the bathroom would stink of curry soon.
じゃあやるぞ。
Hierarchy. Then I'll do it. Okay? Yeah.
やっちゃうぞ。
Hierarchy. I really will do it, okay?
しつこい。
Kazusa. You're being annoying. Yeah, I can throw the shit. Wait, let me see if I could take advantage of like window opacity. Ah, fuck. No, I don't think this is gonna work. No, you know what? I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it. I'm just not gonna risk it, okay? I'm just not gonna risk it, bro. Alright. I put 3 times as much shampoo as is usual in my hand and rub it against the spicy black hair in front of me. I like how he describes it. Spicy. That's a very interesting adjective. Obviously, I can't work on her hair like a hairstylist with my eyes either closed or averted. In other words, Kazusa's white back is right before my...
もうちょっと強くやってもいい。いつもそんなに気を使ってるわけじゃないし。
Kazusa, you can do it a bit more roughly. It's not like you're being this considerate.
わかった。
Hierarchy. Fine. Inside the bathroom, where everything we say comes with an echo, the only sound that can be heard is that of my finger rubbing against her hair. If someone who knew either of us saw this, that'd certainly faint at the sight. The only thing Kazusa is wearing are the bandages on both her hands. And since both her hands are incapable right now, I had to undress her with the exception of her underwear. Kazusa never laughed at me as I desperately tried to close and avert my eyes in the dressing room. But she made sure to make things as difficult for me as possible.
ある意味、怪我の巧妙かもな。
Tonight's beer is so good.
そうか。
Oh, sorry, I didn't read Kazusa's slide. Kazusa said... What did she say? Kazusa. In a sense, this could be my lucky break. Hierarchy. Is it?
2日も風呂に入ってなかったから、髪も肌もベタついてたし。
Kazusa. I hadn't taken a bath in 2 days, so both my hair and my skin was starting to feel sticky. The fuck?
肌って。
Hierarchy. Your skin? Am I supposed to wash her
こん
too?
な汚い私、お前に見られたくなかったんだ。ちょうどよ
Kazusa.
かった。
Kazusa. I didn't want you to see me in that gross state. That was just as well.
あのな。
Hierarchy. Now you listen up. Is that why she never faced me all day? Does that mean she'll show me everything as long as she looks good? And that she'll even allow me to wash her? Is she more ashamed about having me know that her skin is dirty than she is about having her skin exposed in the first place? And does that mean that in your eyes,
気
I'm
持ちいい。
Kazusa? It feels so good.
頭がだよ。 何ビビってんだよ。
Kazusa. I was talking about my head. What are you getting so flustered about?
ごめん。
Gomen.
この臆病者。ただ私を嫌悪してるだけか。
Kazusa. You coward. Perhaps you simply hate me.
ふざけたこと言ってんなよ。
Haruki. Don't be ridiculous.
そのくらい強いのはいい。もっとゴシゴシやってくれ。
Kazusa. Yeah. Stick with that pressure. Curb a little bit more. My fingers are covered in a layer of Kazusa's black hair. They twine They twine around me as if it's binding me to her. I know I'm just overthinking it. I know that I'm making a large leap in logic. And I can't deny the possibility that it's a desire buried deep in my heart.
なあ、ハルキ。
なんだよ。
Haruki. What is it?
私が昨べ言ったこと忘れてくれ。
Kazusa. Forget what I said last night. Last night.
今だけでいいんだ。今だけ私を愛してくれればいい。
Kazusa. This moment alone is enough. All you have to do is love me for this moment alone.
私を抱きしめて求めて甘い言葉をささやいて。
Kazusa. Embrace me. Desire me. Whisper sweet words to me. Far too much happened for me to forget. Not to mention the intensity of what happened.
あれは全部デタラメだ。熱に浮かされてたんだ。
Kazusa. That was all nonsense. I was being delirious.
分かってるよ、そんなこと。
Haruki. I understand that. Already. Those words were powerful enough for me to remember them for a lifetime. Telling me to forget them in a mere 2 days would be
分
unbearable.
かってる。だって
Kazusa. Do you understand? Hearing the vague response I made at the end of my
分
anguish.
かってない。お前全然分かってないよ。
Kazusa. You don't understand. You don't understand at all. Huh? There is no way Kazusa would overlook it.
熱に浮かされてる時に嘘なんか言うわけないだろ。デタラメなんか作れるわけないだろ。
Kazusa. I would never lie during a delirium. I could never make up nonsense during one.
カズさ。
Because she's an idiot who etches every word and every action of mine into her mind.
私の強がりを適当に流すな。額面通りに受け取るな。
Kazusa. Don't let
泣き
my
そうになるじゃないかよ。
Kazusa. Don't let my bluff slip by. Don't take it at face value. It makes me want to cry. Gomen. While murmuring her complaints, Kazusa's voice had already grown tearful. The white shoulder in front of me started to shake, but I'm not allowed to put my hands on them.
うざいだろ、私。
Kazusa. I'm annoying, aren't I?
そんなわけないって。
Haruki. That's not true.
振られたのに、捨てられたのに、こんなに依存して。私って痛いだろ。死んじまえってレベルだろ。
Kazusa. I was rejected. I was discarded. Yet I'm still just relying on you. I'm so overbearing, aren't I? Enough to make you wish I was dead, right? Oops, wrong.
うざいのも痛いのも俺の先輩特許だろ。お前ごときが俺を超えるなんて10年早いんだよ。
Haruki. Being annoying and overbearing is my specialty, isn't it? You're 10 years too early to surpass me in that regard.
そんな中途半端な年数言うな。10年くらい全然大したことないじゃないか。
Kazusa. Don't pick a half-break number like that. 10 years is nothing at all.
100年早いんだよ。
Haruki. You're 100 years too early. That's right. These past 5 years apart might as well not have happened. We might actually be able to overcome 10 years with ease. Oh man, I love that line. I love that line. Can I remove the sensor now? I think I can.
これでも食ってろ。
うん。
I'm sorry. After washing Kazusa's hair, I used up more courage and self-restraint than ever before as I washed her body. The smooth curves and sudden change in elevation. I felt no through the sponge challenge would restrain a great deal. But I managed to close both my eyes and mine. It made it through without an
時
incident.
間と具がなかったから塩結びだけど、文句は言うに決まってるか。でも我慢しろ。
うん。
Once we got out of the bath, I had to clean up the disastrous state of the room and deal with the root behind it all. To put it more specifically, cleaning up the floor and preparing a late night snack for Kazusa.
ちょっとバタバタするけど、それも我慢しろ。いつまでもカレーまみれの部屋にいたくないだろ。
By the way, did Haruki ever get a chance to have dinner? He was also hungry, even more in the scene.
春樹は腹空いてないのか？
Nice, I'm so in tune.
ああ、なるべくなら2個くらい残しといてくれ。掃除が終わったら食べるから。
I cleaned up the pieces of shattered plate, wiped the curry wiped the curry using a kitchen towel. Then I used a cleaning agent that will try to wipe the stains away. When I turn on the ventilation fan and open the window a bit, the whole room is filled with cold winter air. But right now, there is no choice but to bear that.
お前さ、腹減ったんなら俺を呼べよ。
I mean, you know, she could open up the saucepan at least, right? Oh no, she couldn't because her arms, her hands. Oh yeah, and this whole incident, I must be an idiot, honestly.
温めるだけだから大丈夫だと思ったんだよ。
そりゃ両手を怪我してなかったらな。
As both the plate and curry are quickly picked up and wiped away, the floor returns to its usual pretty state.
普段でさえ役立たずなのに、今のお前は赤ん坊といい勝負なんだから、それくらいちゃんと自覚しといてくれよな。
ひどいこと言うんだな。
夜中に叩き起こすところなんか0歳児まんまだろ。
別にわざとじゃ。
ぐだぐだ言ってないで早く食えよ。腹減ってたんだろ。
I wiped that one last time with kitchen paper and sprayed deodorant around the whole room, which marks the end of my temporary emergency measures. In truth, I want to pull out the vacuum cleaner too, but it's in the middle of the night, so I have to do that tomorrow.
なんだよ。やっぱりおかずがないと食べられないっていうのか。
I glance toward Kazusa as I wipe the floor and see that she hasn't eaten a single one of the onigiri on her plate.
包帯取り替えたいから早く済ませてほしいんだけどな。
And then, as if forgetting my complaint, Kazusa reacts in the usual way, by turning in the other
赤ん
direction.
坊並みだなんて言って悪かったって謝ればいいのか。
He's sulking again. Seriously, what a pain.
カレーひっくり返すくらい腹減ってたんだろ。早く食ってぐっすり寝ろよ。
わざとひっくり返したわけじゃない。それに食べたくないわけでもない。
じゃあ何。
この手じゃ食べられない。
Right.
左手ならなんとかなるだろ。そっちは手首にしか包帯巻いてないし。ちょっと。
It's just being a baby man. For some reason. For some reason that really made her angry.
お前何言ってるんだ？
何って何。
両手使うなってしつこく命令したの春樹じゃないか。私はその言いつけをきっちり守ってるだけだ。
けどおにぎりくらい軽いものなら。
とにかく私はやらない。手だけは無茶するわけにはいかない。
No, she should be your baby right now.
その考え方を夕べにも発揮してくれたら、俺はこうして気を使わなくて。
It seems that it made her even angrier. As usual, the intensity of her glare is leagues above anyone else's.
もうな、どうして今になってそんなわがまま言うんだよ。さっきまでカレーを一人で食おうとしてたやつが。
さっきカレーを一人で食べようとして、その行為を全否定されたからだ。
But for the most part, when she picks up that attitude,
なんだよ。あんしてくれなきゃ食べないとでも言うつもりか。おい。
in truth, it's not like she's not angry, but there's a more prominent feeling within her too. That's why she's looking at me with upturned eyes right
お
now.
前、さっき言ったよな。今の私は赤ん坊だって。
Don't buy this bullshit, bro. But fine.
カズさ。
そのことを自覚しろって。何かあったら俺を呼べって。
いや、だからちゃんとお前でも食べられるように。
もういい。寝る。そして飢え死ぬ。
カズさ、お前いい加減に。
And then her expression shifts to a second. Different one. Something's pulling in her upturned eyes.
言えよ。
カズさ。
いい加減にしろって。言えよ。もう面倒見きれないって言ってくれよ。
And immediately afterward, she lets out her third expression. And what was pulling in her eyes now is falling to the floor. It's staining the floor that I had just cleaned
捨
up.
てるんだよ。お前が。はっきり告げるんだよ。
I mean, Kazusa's real event. Yeah, Kazusa's abandonment issues are real, man. Like, so much. So much.
夕べみたいに。そう。
You know, I like how I'm reading this for the second time, and a lot of things are interweaving correctly with my memory of things. That's so good. Good thing I'm doing this right now. It's so random. Not really. I just remembered the Kazusa's birthday just a couple of hours ago. More like an hour ago. But, you know. When things come to this, I have no way of fighting back.
お茶はいいか。
I like how he thought something was going on, but it's just her eating.
一口だけ。
よし。
In the right hand is a half-eaten onigiri. In the left hand is a half-empty cup of tea. And those hands, of course, belong to me.
もう一個。
俺も腹減ってるんだけど。
勝手に食べればいいだろ。別に全部よこせなんて言ってない。
それはそうだけど。
もう一個。
分かってるって。
What a baby. What a baby, bro. What the fuck? With my hands preoccupied like this, I can't eat my own portion. But nothing can be done about that. I have no choice but to become Kazusa's hands for
う
now.
まいか。
しょっぱい。私を高血圧で殺す気か。
高血圧は直接の死因にはならないぞ。正しく非難するなら、そこから派生する病名を言うべきだ。脳卒中とか心筋梗塞とか。
Such a smart-ass hierarchy. Her whining is so predictable.
なんて予想通りのへりくつだ。お前つまんないよ。
悪かったな。
Everything about this is so predictable that my heart can't endure it.
つまんない上にバカだ。大バカだ。捨てた犬にまだ餌をやり続けるなんて。
カズさ。
そんなことされたら余計懐くに決まってるじゃないか。何考えてるんだよ、お前。
I wonder if the salty taste is caused by the salt alone.
でも、お前が食べられないって。
犬が口を開けるのは仕方ないことだろう。飼い主がしつけなきゃダメだろ。
Oh man, this is the start of those weird analogies, man. Yeah. Shit.
無茶言うなよ。
You've never been my pet. And you've never been mine. Not even once. If I tell her those feelings within me, I'm sure that they'll be outdone by Kazusa's much more powerful feelings.
もっと。
ほら。
That's why I can only distract her by passing the time in a peaceful way right now. Without any conclusions, without any resolve, still loving her, and still unable to love her. My eye is so itchy. Sorry.
春樹。
もう一個、行くか。
That's why, right now, I grab the last degree just as Kazusa urges me to. So that we can divide it, eat it together, just like the last one that disappeared into my mouth. Oh, my eye. So itchy. Why is it so itchy? What am I doing? Why is it so itchy?
そこをなんとか。連絡だけでも取れないでしょうか。
いえ、ですから何度聞かれても知らないことは答えようが。
This is still part of the story where I totally forgot that the story regarding Kazusa's mom is part of the true ending. It's almost been a week since the concert. Ever since that day, I've been unable to find anyone who can tell me where Toma Yoko is. No matter how dependable the source is, not even her own company.
決してご迷惑はおかけしません。海洋社の北原と告げていただければ、社長さんも納得いただけるはずです。
ですね、北原さん。私もこうして何度もお話しさせていただいているので、あなたが信頼のおける方だというのは分かっています。
ありがとうございます。
ですが現在、弊社としてもトーマと連絡が取れない状態でして、実際困ってるんです。お恥ずかしい話ですが。
そうなんですか。
Judging from what this employee is saying, something like this would concern the survival of the very company. But I can't sense any nervousness from her tone. That's why I'm not sure if her answer is true or if it's some organized plan that they're all in on.
大変申し訳ありませんが、そういうことですので。
Seriously, where is Yoko-san? Is she aware of the state her precious daughter is in, or how much she needs her mother right now? Or perhaps she's thinking that everything will be fine as long as she leaves everything to me. Does she still have that kind of careless attitude? Even when the situation has changed so drastically?
わかりました。残念です。
お力になれず。
いえ、仕方ないです。カズサさんからぜひ会いたいとことづかってたんですが、やっぱり無理ですか。
That's a shame. Really. I hope to get through this without resorting to dirty tactics.
ちょっと待ってください。
それでは失礼します。もしも社長さんに連絡取れましたら、北原の方に。
だからちょっと、切っちゃダメ。
ですが、これ以上お手数をおかけするのも。
いいえ、今度はこちらから質問なんですが。
アンサンブルの記事チェックの件でしょうか。それでしたら週明けには。
弊社の東間勝佐と連絡を取ったんですか。いつ。
直接コンタクトを取るのは問題ありましたでしょうか。ですが最初の顔合わせの時には。
いえ、そういう話じゃなくて、彼女の居場所知ってるんですか。
あれ、おかしいな。つい先ほど滞在先に伺ってきたばかりなんですが。
どこです滞在先って。彼女は無事なんでしょうか。怪我の具合は。
どうしてそちらで把握してないんです。連絡行ってるんじゃないんですか。
それは。
それは
While they're perfectly willing to acknowledge Yoko is missing, they're reacting differently to the more significant disappearance of Toma Kazusa.
ですね、北原さん。実は私困ってるんですよ。
ええ、私も困ってます。
In other words, their lackluster reaction toward the other missing person Toma Yoko
こちら
suggests
に社長からの連絡が行けば、こちらに東間和沙から連絡が入るということでよろしいでしょうか。
起点の効いた対応感謝いたします。
I feel like a kidnapper.
北原くん聞いたよ。アンサンブルの増刊作ることになったんだって。
After finishing a task that may or may not be related to my actual work, I am greeted by an onlooker by the name of Suzuki-san, who was waiting for me to finish the call.
作るのはヘンプロですよ。俺はお手伝いみたいなもので。
私の聞いた話じゃほとんど一人で作ってるってことだったけど、記事書いて写真撮って編集して印刷して営業して。
どこの同人誌ですか。
However, I can't say that I don't feel somewhat unsettled by the fact that I'm in charge over half of this project. This certainly is outside the normal processes of a major publisher, more like an idea of a minor publisher would come up with.
単に作業量が多いだけですよ。基本的にはヘンプロの人たちにフォローしてもらうし、編集長も全面監修してくれるって。
The professionals at the editing department will follow me up in the base. Okay, why am I reading that line?
それでもあれだよそれ。
どれですか。
入社1年目にして編集後期の一番最初に名前が出るんだよ。
誰もそんなところ注目しませんって。
何言ってるの。まっちゃん大ショックだよ。彼も3年目なのに3番手から上に上がったことないんだよ。
鈴木さんも2番手から上がったことありませんよね。
というか本人の目の前で煽らないでください。
だって本人の目の前でないと陰口になっちゃうじゃん。私そういう演出なの嫌だな。
だからって面と向かっていじめられてもちっとも嬉しくないんですけど。
The Toma Kazusa special issue that was originally supposed to be Ensemble's main article, but at some point it turned into a special issue boasting over 100 pages. Even though I'm receiving help from the professionals, this is pretty much a magazine of its own. Though it's worth celebrating because this is the first major big project I'm taking part in. The deadline is in the end of February, and the release will be the beginning of March. A rather tight deadline, established in order to not miss out on Toma Kazusa's craze.
私のおかげだな。
How do you expand it to 100 pages,
それは
man?
否定しない。
How do you extend it to 100 pages? I don't know, man. I know it's like I'm trying to think of like an analogy, but no. I really can't think of an analogy where you come in a situation that, you know, you're trying to buy in like it's like what's my best? It's like imagine Taylor Swift and first concert after 5 years of disappearance or whatever, and somehow there's a special issue that's 100 pages worth. How the fuck do you do that shit? I don't know. I don't even know. Anyway. And right now, the woman at the corner of the cover is making fun of me right to my face. Oops. She made me wash her face and body just earlier. Then she described the curry I made again for her as terrible after all. And right now, she's making me change her bandages.
お前が初めて作る本がよりにもよって私の特集号なんてな。
東間和沙と同級生だからって以外に俺が任される理由がないからな。
The swelling of her left hand is mostly gone, so I just left her wrist supporter on. Now I'm disinfecting the wound in her right hand.
バイトから正社員になれたのだってお前が国際コンクールで準優勝した時の記事が認められたから。こら動くな。
そっちこそもっと優しくしろ。
我慢しろ。自業自得だろ。
She relies on me for everything, yet her attitude goes beyond just complaining. The spoiled Kazusa is back. The selfish Kazusa is back. Her vigor has come back to life.
ひどい言い草だな。大恩人に対して。
そこまで言うか。
さっきまでの話を聞いてたら、編集者としてのお前は、どう考えても私に育てられたみたいなもんじゃないか。
違うね。そんなのはきっかけだ。
What a user, bro.
じゃあお前は、自分が出版社に就職できたのも、一発の編集者気取りができるのも、全部自分の実力だっていうつもりか？
それも違うな。俺を引っ張り上げてくれた、ある人のおかげだよ。
ある人？
Feeling happy that Kazusa is starting to go back to normal. I counted her complaints like
バイ
usual.
トの頃、俺の面倒を見てくれた先輩がいてさ。その人がお前の記事を任せてくれて、俺を編集部に推薦までしてくれた。
And as I do that, I begin to talk about
まだ
myself.
若いのに、ものすごく有能で、しかも厳しくて。
You know, it's ironic because thinking and talking about that particular senior actually help him remember Kazusa. So this is quite timely. I like this is like this is a little throwback to stuff that happened in the closing chapter. Come to think of it, in the past, didn't Kazusa call me annoying because of this
つい
habit?
でに、かっこよくて颯爽としてて。しかも、ものすごい美人だった。
Bro, you didn't have to say the last part.
女なのか？
Hey, it could totally be a dude.
今はアメリカの子会社に赴任してるけどさ。
America-kun.
いずれは編集長になって戻ってくるってもっぱらの噂で。
And if I remember correctly, the thing that annoyed her the most
好きだっ
was
たのか？
お前な、見境なく嫉妬するなよ。
悪いかよ。
冗談だったのに。
冗談で済むか？
thinking back, maybe that really was the reason. When I was talking about myself, there was a moment when Kazusa looked particularly
お
annoyed.
前の口から私の知らない女の話聞かされて、冷静でいられるわけなんかないだろ。
He was like, "What? There's more girls than Setsuna? What is this bullshit?"
とにかく一度でいいから彼女が歌ってるところを見てほしいんだ。絶対認識が変わるから。
That was when I talked about Setsuna, a girl she didn't know back then.
そういえば喋り方とか身のこなしとかちょっとお前に似てたかな。
私の面影を重ねたりしたか？
Okay, I can't remember this specific line, but is Kazusa going to be like, "Oh, so all this time, at least you thought about me"? That's so weird. Wait, does that mean?
私に似てたから憧れたのか？
Oh shit, here we go. Kazusa must have felt conscious about me pretty early on, right?
確かに憧れてたけど、別にお前に似てたからってわけじゃなかったよ。
I think you fucked up, Araki, saying that.
力入れるな。傷が開いたらどうすんだ。
Araki, how do you fuck this up, bro?
うるさい。
And then, and then, with her hand free from her bandages for the first time in a while, she comes at my hand with her nails.
話せよ。包帯負けないだろ。
知るか？
It's not just her nails, even her fingertips feel hard as rock. This part of her body alone is completely lacking in femininity. But that's precisely why they're so precious. I have no choice but to watch those fingertips dig into the back of my head.
可能するぞ。鎖切って手首からポトッと落ちるぞ。
別にそうなったらなった時だ。
Oh, this is so cute. Kazusa just being so jealous. No matter how much I joke around, Kazusa will only respond in a dead seriousness right now. This situation is almost identical to the time of our reunion, but Kazusa is like a completely different person from back then. Perhaps, in a sense, she has transformed into the real Kaoma Kazusa.
商売道具失ってどうやって生きていくつもりだ。
お前には関係ないだろ。
本当にこんなバカとは思いもしなかった。
That's why I have no choice but to respond to her in a tasteless and ugly
バ
manner.
カだと思うか？
当たり前だろ。お前のこの両手はもうお前だけのものじゃ。
What did he mean by this?
私にとっては両手よりも大事なものがあるって言ったら。
Oh shit, you know what? I actually don't like this line. This is like... Oh man. Yeah, I kind of remembered something. But let's continue. Because her attitude is so half-assed, I have no choice but to accept any fastball she throws at me. My only response was that my heart skipped a beat, and it was difficult for me to breathe.
本当に気づいてくれてなかったのか？私、全然隠せてないと思ってたんだけどな。
思い込みだよ。記憶を美化しすぎてんだよ。5年ぶりに会ったせいで勘違いで盛り上がってるだけだ。
お前も盛り上がってるのか？
Putting all her power in her pitch, not worrying about appearances, she managed to catch me off guard, using her own words against me.
すぐ忘れるって。少し時間が経って落ち着いたら俺程度の男のことなんか。
5年忘れられなかった奴のことを数日間でどうやって忘れるって言うんだ？
カズさ。
何度も言ってるだろ。そんなに忘れてほしいのならお前から行動すればいいんだ。
There is no room for doubt anymore. Right now, Kazusa is unquestionably a woman in my eyes.
お前が私に大嫌いだって言ってくれたら
やめろ。
二度と顔も見たくないってケラケラ笑いながら見下してくれたら。
やめろ。やめろよ。
そしたらさ、もしかして忘れられるかもしれないけどな。
Let me fix my chair.
いい加減にしてくれ。そんなの想像するのも嫌だ。
No matter how much I try to escape with my words, I can't let go of the hand I'm holding.
春樹、お前はひどい男だ。刹那にも私にもひどい男だよ。
At some point, Kazusa's fingers entwine around mine, but I can do nothing but pretend not to notice.
そういうの優しいなんて言わないんだぞ。ただの男のわがままでしかないんだぞ。
分かってる。分かってるよ。
I can't even grasp back at the fingers entwining around mine. Even if she puts her other hand over them, even if she then rests her forehead on our hands.
ええかっこしいで何もかも手に入れたがって自分をいい人間だと思わせたいだけの上辺だけの最低の人間だぞ。
俺が最低なのは最初から分かってる。だから嫌われても仕方ない。
そうやって相手の心変わりに期待するところが最低だって言ってるんだ。お前は最低だ、春樹。だから意地でも嫌ってなんかやるものか。
Even if I feel the warm and soft sensation of her lips on the back of my hands. Okay, that's kind of weird.
はい、北原です。はい。はい。いえ、とんでもない。ご無沙汰してます。陽子さ
ん。Nice. Finally speaking to her mom. This is where the plot thickens. This is where it happens.
美代子さん、怒ってるだろうな。
そりゃ当たり前だろ。
The next morning, once I told Kazusa that I had gone out of my way to contact her office, she started complaining a lot, as expected. Once I finally told her that it's about time she'd drop by the office, she started grumbling, which made me an hour late for work.
なあ、なんて言い訳すればいいと思う？
まあ、正直に話すしかないだろうな。誠意を見せれば向こうだって。
男に捨てられたショックで何も手につかなかったって？
I mean,
おい。
though, I'm actually still in the middle of being late for work right now.
お前が正直に話せって言うからだ。それが私の真実なんだから。
そこまでぶっちゃける必要ないだろう。だいたいお前、最初は熱出してたんだから、素直に病気で寝込んでたって言えば。
熱出したのも怪我したのも寝込んだのも、全部お前がコンサートに来なかったから。
ああ、わかったわかった。俺が全部悪うございました。
あ、こら、ちゃんとまっすぐ通せよ。
スタイリストと比べられても困る。
Kazusa's beautiful long hair slips through my brush. Just by lifting a single Just by lifting a single strand of hair, I can see the sunlight reflected in it, and light water flows smoothly down my palm. Work of art whose peculiarity is that it has no peculiarity. If someone asks me what the greatest accomplishment of the genius pianist Toma Yoko is, I'd undoubtedly pick this hair and the women it's attached to.
だいたい、顔出したって何も話すことなんかない。
追加公演、どうすんだよ。
どうしようかな。何しろ今は、弾けるイメージが全く浮かばないからな。
プロの自覚あるのかよ、お前。
I wonder what her fans would think if they heard her say that. This fickle genius whose ability and determination are completely disproportionate. I can't feel anything but the deepest sympathy towards the people who found themselves charmed by this irresponsible pianist. That includes me.
去年のクリスマスまではあったよ。私にはもうピアノしかないって。だからこうしてピアノで金取れるようになったんだ。毎日10時間、全然サボってなかった。
ごめん。
そこじゃない。お前が謝るのはこの次のセリフの後だ。
In other words, this person isn't the young and energetic pianist Toma Kazusa. She's the delinquent girl at class 3A of Hojo High, for whom being late and sleeping in class is something natural. A girl 5 years behind the times, still struggling against society. I couldn't see through her exterior. I simply saw her as my crush. I never knew that the girl of back then was so fixated on me.
今の私には、もう日本で弾く理由がない。今更追加公演なんて言われても、ピンとこないよ。
なんでそんなこと言うんだよ。本心じゃないくせに。無理に投げやりになるなよ。
春樹には関係ないだろ。私のことなんか、何も関係ないだろ。
何度言わせるんだ。ピアノと俺を天秤にかけるな。あまりにも釣り合わなすぎだろ。
お前こそ何度言わせるんだ。それを判断するのは私だ。
カズサ。
お前の価値をお前ごときが決めていいわけないだろ。私を受け入れられないんなら黙ってろ。
視野狭すぎるだろ。世界小さすぎるだろ。
こんな何にも興味を持たない人間のピアノをさ、未だにありがたがっている人たちがいる。みんな目を覚ましてくれよ。私なんてこんなヘボなんだぞ。見に来る価値なんかないんだぞ。
Seriously, what an immature person. 5 years have passed and she has entered adulthood. Yet for some reason she has only become more and more like an unmanageable child. How did this immature person ever manage to express herself so well? It really is a mockery of art. Wait.
あとは 一人で行けるな。
Is she a mom? Is she? This is like a parent telling her child, like, you can do it on your own from here, right? Tomayoko Office PLC is around a 10-minute walk from Nishu Ojuku Station. It's located on the third floor of a rather small building. The office is a bit underwhelming considering who it belongs to, but since their actual base of operations is overseas, this shouldn't be much of a hindrance. Well, if you think about it, there's only one employee in Yoko's quote-unquote office, and it was... I'm actually surprised she has her own office room, so to speak, you know? Like I don't know, man. It's so weird to think about it. Anyway, apparently Kudo-san is the only employee working there on a regular basis, routinely managing any domestic affairs. Oh, so there are other employees, but I guess everyone's a part-timer or something. In other words, her job left with her a lot of free time until last year. However, these past few months, I'm sure she's been overwhelmingly busy. In fact, she even picked up the phone in seconds when I called her in the middle of the night. The moment we reached that building, Kazusa's feet became glued to the ground for a good 5 minutes. She was a bit more confident about this when she was first called to the faculty room.
やっぱり中まで着きそうか。
Do you need to accompany your child to school or something?
行くよ。一人で叱られてくる。
Yeah, just let her go, man. She's an adult. She can handle this shit, man.
そっか。
もしかしたらクビかもしれない。でもって損害賠償の裁判を起こされて。
That's just plain bullshit.
そんなわけないから。とにかくドアを開けたらすぐに頭下げろ。で、大きな声で謝れ。
When Kazusa turned on her phone for the first time in days this morning, the amount of missed calls from her office exceeded 3 digits. Oh my god, was Kudo-san calling every second or something? In the end, the bombardment of missed calls was the decisive blow that made Kazusa come here. Even now, that very bombardment of missed calls is what's making Kazusa unable to move forward.
なあ、春樹。もし私がクビになったらさ、私の居場所がどこにもなくなったらさ。
今日さ、ちょっと遅くなる。夕方から人に会う約束してるんだ。帰り何時になるかわからない。
そうかよ。
Her bitter reply is probably not because of me coming home late, but because I interrupted what she was about to say. She was able to grasp the fact that I didn't want to listen to the rest of what she has to say, and that I consequently ran away from those words.
それでさ、晩飯なんだけど。
刹那だろ。
それは。
週末に恋人に会うのは当たり前だろ。何隠そうとしてんだよ。
Yeah, that's the real no. That's the real reason why she was angry. It wasn't anything about trying to avoid whatever she was trying to say. Anyway, Kazusa's anger seemed to run pretty deep. She's not only sulking, but is even firing back at me with good precision.
必ず日が変わる前には帰る。ちゃんと飯作るから。おとなし
いいよ、別に。泊まってきてもさ。なんなら、私が部屋開けようか？
ちゃんと帰るって。
たまには一人の夜があってもいいよ。お前がいなければ、思う存分泣けるから。
だから、そういうこと言うなって言ってんだよ。
I love Kazusa, man. And like that, her attack against me ends up dealing twice the damage to herself. I bear witness to a spectacular self-destruction. This is precisely why I can't leave her by herself.
必ず今日中に帰る。何があろうと絶対に電話する。だから待ってろ。
春樹。
それじゃ、しっかり謝るんだぞ。あと、追加公演のことは態度を保留していい。また今晩にでもゆっくり考えよう。
うん。
じゃあな。また夜に。
But she took a step back, and even when she turned around, Kazusa's uneasy gaze did not look away from me. In truth, I really don't want to go with her. I really do want to go with her, sorry. I'm so worried I can't bring myself to take my eyes off her. But even so, I had to do it today. It's for Kazusa's sake as well.
刹那だろどうせ。
Kazusa's guess was half right, but also half wrong. Normally, I would indeed meet up with Setsuna during the usual time in the usual place tonight. But I wasn't at a loss of words because she guessed that I was meeting with Setsuna. I was relieved that she didn't realize that it was someone else.
おはようございます。北原です。
Oh, here we go. I can't carry Kazusa's burden alone anymore. The idea that I should carry it was a mistake in the first place, because I rejected Kazusa. I'm the one who hurt her more than anyone in the world. I'm the worst offender in the world.
はい。カズサなら、今事務所に入っていきました。それで俺は、どちらに伺えばいいんですか？陽子さん。
That's why I need to rely on the person Kazusa needs more than anyone.
末継ぐ？なんだ、近所まで来てるんですか？はい。はい。
The person who has watched over her for the past 5 years, and by extension, the past 20 years. The person who understands her the most.
もう一度言ってください。
The only person in the world right now who can support her moving forward.
ですって。
Oh shit.
ああ、せつな。俺、今夜だけど、悪い。ダメになった。急に夜遅くに打ち合わせが入って。ああ、明日はそっちに顔出せると思う。けど、今夜は、本当にごめんな。
Here we go. The shit's aborted.
よ。
Our first meeting after a dozen or so hours happened in front of Minami Sugetsu Station, 5 minutes away from our apartments.
なんでお前が先にいるんだ？今日は何時になるかわからないって。
だってもう、10時だ。
Most likely after seeing me wave to her with a tired expression on my face, Kazusa accepted it with a bit of
何
astonishment.
時から待ってたんだ？
さっき着いたばかりだよ。
本当に？
嘘つく理由も、待ってる理由もないだろ。
With an outright lie, I'm sure Kazusa would see through me straight away if she touched my ice-cold hands. After all, I came to this place. Oh my god! Oh my god! 2 hours! What a Chad! I first returned to my apartment, and after ascertaining that Kazusa wasn't home yet, I turned back and came straight here.
じゃあ、帰ろうか。腹減っただろ。
What a Chad.
まあな。お前に絶対外で食べるなって命令されたから。
簡単なものでいいよな。空腹が最高のスパイスだよな。
All that, so I could spend 5 minutes longer with Kazusa.
それじゃあ。
ああ、決めた。っていうか、最初から決めてたんだけどな。
そっか。そっか。
Apparently, Kazusa bowed her head and apologized the moment she opened the door, just like I told her to. After that, Kazusa's worry was proven wrong, and my prediction was proven right. Not only did she not get... It's impossible for Kazusa to get fired in the first place, but Kudo-san was so worried that she cried, which made Kazusa feel more guilty about her than me. After that, they talked about all sorts of things for hours. She made a decision about her future with her own will. She talked about how she'll resume practice immediately after her injury heals, and that the additional concert will proceed as planned.
きっとひどいことになると思う。練習不足だし、モチベーション最悪だし。
Motivational.
それは、
From Kazusa's perspective, and from the perspective of someone looking at this objectively, this is all my fault as a matter of fact. Because a certain person said the exact same thing, setting aside whether they were being objective or
け
not.
ど、それが今の私の本当の実力だ。
カズサ。
Until yesterday, no. Whenever we two were alone, Kazusa kept pouring out every emotion in her heart. When she was thrown out of the narrow world where only she and I exist, she did her best and had splendidly managed to make herself appear as someone
正
grand.
直、まだ気持ちは全然整理できてない。
Seeing Kazusa like that made the thought flash across my mind. Perhaps having me around isn't actually the best thing for
けど
Kazusa.
やっぱり、今の私は、周囲の人たちに、あまりにも迷惑をかけすぎてる。
Perhaps all my actions are motivated by self-satisfaction. Perhaps Kazusa really is fine on her own
美代
now.
子さん、コンサート関係のスタッフ。私で稼ごうとする酔狂なスポンサー。もっと酔狂な、私のピアノを聴きに来る人たち。
Perhaps the feeling of loneliness welling up in my heart is primarily and the only reason I can't let go of
それ
Kazusa.
から、刹那。
Perhaps I'm doing the wrong thing. Perhaps I'm only making Kazusa suffer for nothing in the mere pursuit of finding peace in my heart. However,
母さんと春樹には申し訳ないなんて思ってないぞ。だって、おあいこだからな。
陽子さんは、
今だってのんきに温泉行ってるんだぞ。相変わらず娘のことほったらかしてさ。
most likely the reason Kazusa interrupted me is because she thought I was about to defend Yoko-san.
ま、いいけどさ。あの人には倍にして返してもらう。これからも散々迷惑かけてやるんだ。
She's not wrong in a sense. But right now, it's impossible for Kazusa to perceive my intention 100%.
カズサ、
なんだよ。
お前が母親を愛してるのは分かってるけどさ。それでも、陽子さんだけに負担をかけるのは。
You just know, man. They're just gonna talk about it soon. No, I can't remember. But, this is the story, just letting you know. I mean, the story already kind of let you know something happened to Yoko-san. And this is just bringing up the topic.
仕方ないだろ。今までの私の世界、半分滅んだんだから。
だからさ、いい加減もっと視野を広げてさ。
And right now, it's impossible for me to convey my intention to keep to Kazusa 100%.
陽子さんだけじゃなく、スタッフや友達や、それにファンだって、お前のこと好きな人たち、たくさんいるんだからさ。
That's why right now, I can't utter anything but laughable truisms.
向こうが私に期待するのは勝手だけどさ、別に私が期待することは何もないよ。
そんな寂しいこと言わないでさ。工藤さんなんかいい人じゃん。それに柴田さん夫婦だって。
美代子さんも柴田さんも好きだけど、コンサートが終わったらもう二度と会うことはないから。
ならさ、ウィーンにだってお前のことを好きでいる人は。
私に指図するな。私を日本にいられなくしたやつが。
Not only is my truism laughable, but it is also only manages to hurt
お
Kazusa.
前なんかに何がわかる。私と東間陽子は私がこの世に生まれる前から繋がってるんだ。
Despite that, Kazusa persists.
私の進むべき道は東間陽子が示してくれる。
Even in a situation
子供の頃からずっとそうやってきたんだ。
Even in a situation where she would have broken down crying normally, she glares at me intently from the side and rejects my reasoning with a harsh tone.
確かに一時期お互いがお互いを見失ったこともあったけど、それだって相手を思った末のすれ違いだった。そう教えてくれたのはお前だったよな。
Even when she rejects my words, she also affirms them. Even when she acts wrong, she also relies on me. Even though I can't be allowed to feel happy about the tendency of Kazusa, I can't stop those feelings from welling up in my chest.
だから私はこれからもあの人と歩いてく。そしていつか超えてやる。だって私にとって當真陽子は目標で、先生で、ライバルで、全てなんだから。
I can still remember the day I first heard her say that. Right before the school festival in the Toma residence basement studio. Kazusa became delirious with fever, and I seem to remember her telling me things she would never have said normally.
昔に戻っただけだよ。ただ、それだけだ。
And it's been 5 years since then.
だから。
And as expected, the only person Kazusa can open her heart to right now is me.
今度こそ、さあ、絶対、お前の前から。
カズサ。
Kazusa did her best. She endured as much as she could. And now she has done her utmost effort.
もう、ここに至って仕方ないんだ。
What am I supposed to
お
do?
前につけられた傷を、お前に治療してもらったって治るわけないんだ。
Even if she managed to hide it until the concert, what about after the concert?
それどころか、次から次へと新しい傷ができるだけだ。お前に優しくされるたびに増えていくんだ。
Can I really set this woman aside?
だからもうさっさと日本公演を終わらせてウィーンに帰るんだ。
Can I let her go? Can I leave her alone?
北原病院から退院するんだ。自宅療養でゆっくり時間をかけて治すんだ。お前みたいな悪い男に惑わされることのないいつも通りの平和な生活に戻るんだ。
カズサ。
Oh shit.
春樹。
He's gonna spill the beads. Can I abandon this
頑
woman?
張れ。頑張れ。カズサ。頑張れ。
Oh shit.
やめてくれよ。こんなことされると後が辛いよ。
Oh man. He knows shit's going down, bro. He knows shit's going down.
今度こそリベンジだ。お前の凄さを日本中に見せつけてやれ。
きついよ、こんなの。生殺しだよ。また傷が増えてくよ。
友達を励まして何が悪い。何が悪いって言うんだよ。
だって私全然諦められてないんだぞ。
I put my arm around Kazusa's shoulders.
今は普段通りに振る舞えてるけど、一人になると泣けてくるんだぞ。
Having her body forcefully pulled onto my chest, Kazusa twists around in resistance. But the force she puts into that resistance isn't her whole strength. Kazusa's indecision, her slight happiness is conveyed to me. That's why I don't falter at the sound of Kazusa crying and gradually putting more strength to my arm.
それに誰かに見られたらどうすんだよ。
別にどうもしない。
Nice.
刹那に見られたらどうすんだよ。
どうもしないって言ってるだろ。こんなの隠す気もない。
Nice.
春樹。
The thing Kazusa is worried about is completely irrelevant to me right now. Because we're outside, and it's precisely because there's a chance someone might see us that I can touch Kazusa like this. If we return to my apartment with just the two of us, if I knew that no one could question my actions, I wouldn't have been able to stop myself.
お前は本当にひどいやつだ。
かもな。
やっぱダメだ。
Me to destroy a result like that. Kazusa's resistance melts
言
away.
われたのに、脈はないって思い知らされたのに。
The force within her tried to get away from me, flips around and instead used to press her body against my
な
chest.
のに、こうしてお前に抱きしめられると、嬉しい気持ちを抑えられなくなる。
The happiness she concealed inside burst
お
open.
前に甘えて、強がって、舞い上がって、こんなにも痛い女になってしまう。
いいよ。今だけは。
Oh, you know, something's motivating Kazusa Haruki here for a very, very, very specific reason.
ああ、もう、くそ、なんでだよ。
And the moment she gets my permission, both her happiness and sadness gush out at once.
私は、こんなにもお前のことが好きなのに、なのにどうしてうまくいかないんだよ。
I'm sure. Sorry, I'm imagining it right now. I'm imagining the situation. I'm sure the people living in the neighborhood can hear her. Despite the fact that Kazusa was afraid of being seen by someone earlier, she's completely open about having her feelings heard by anyone right now.
そんなに、私のことが嫌いか？こんな痛い女はお断りなのか？春樹。
そんなこと、一言も言ってないだろ。
だよな。だってお前、待ってただろ。
Nice, here we go.
実は私のこと、駅でずっと待ってたんだろ。
Here we go.
待ってないよ。
嘘つくな。だって
Here
春
we
樹、
go.
こんなにも冷たいじゃないか。ずっと外に、駅前にいたんじゃないか。
待ってないって。
With my hand still around her shoulders, I can feel Kazusa's hand on top of mine. Kazusa rests her cheeks upon the space between our touching hands. Kazusa's palm is warm, but her cheek is as cold as my hand. So I desperately hold my other arm and avoid embracing Kazusa with both my arms. I can't say anything yet. I can't allow her to realize yet. Oh man! My true feelings and Yoko-san's true feelings. At least I can't until the concert is over. That was what I promised her. Oh shit! Oh shit!
白血病なんだってさ。
Fuck! Oh my god! No. Oh man! The fucking execution! Fuck this, man. I can't sleep. The second hand of the clock has spun around countless times as I've been staring at it. Actually, I've been watching the minute hand spin around a few times too, but I still can't fall asleep. Kazusa had already fallen asleep long ago. She was still rather tense, but today she chased me out of her bedroom and ate her food with her own hands. Even after she slipped into bed, she glared at me for a while and spoke to me about her additional concert and her plans for when she leaves Japan. tired from both speaking and her time outside. She defensively fell asleep right in front of me with soft breaths. That's why I was finally able to relax today, and thought to myself that I'll be able to fall asleep easily. But my memories are getting in the way. Memories of a bombshell dropped on me this late in the game. The words that Yoko-san spoke. Oh, fuck this.
だから白血病。普通は発酵のヒロインがかかる病気なんだけど、神様も何を勘違いしたのかしらね。
After forcefully tracking down Yoko-san, who had concealed her own whereabouts, I came to meet her in person to, of course, talk about Kazusa. I wanted to tell her in earnest that I can no longer support Kazusa and asked her for help. And I wanted her to take the responsibility she had forced upon us until
半
now.
年前くらいかな。たった2時間のコンサートで体がふらつくようになってきたのよ。
I wanted her to take responsibility. That way Kazusa would have been saved. Yet,
3、4曲目あたりで動悸や息切れが激しくなってきて、終わった後も1時間くらい収まってくれなくてね。
Yoko-san called me to a location I could have never imagined. Hojo University Hospital.
ああ、とうとう来たか、糖尿病って思ってたんだけど。
Diabetes. Diabetes.
普通は誰でもそう思います。親子とももっと節制すべきです。
ギター君は相変わらずだ。私に対してもいっつも偉そうなんだから。
すいません。まだ状況を飲み込めてなくて。
まあそうよね。当の本人でさえ受け入れるのに結構時間かかったし。
A 50-minute walk from where I live. Within the Hojo campus where I commuted to and from around 7 years, there is a hospital. In the private room, the hospital is where she
向
lies.
こうの病院で軽く見てもらった時には貧血だって言われたから、それから必死で食べて、ワインも白をやめて赤に変えたしね。
それ色だけじゃ。
それでもやっぱり症状が改善しなくてね。1年前ならオールナイトで弾いても平気だったのに。
Being able to do that in the first place is what is strange. Enough for Kazusa to view her as a hard wall to climb.
それでこれはやばいんじゃないのってことになって、こっちで信用のおける高柳先生に見てもらうことにした。
I know Takayanagi Moriyumasa. He was the chief of the medical facility in my university.
その手の病気に関しては世界的権威って言われてるし、何よりまあ昔からいろいろとあった間柄だし。
And now in the strangest way possible, he's yet another candidate for being Kazusa's
来
father.
日してから何度か検査入院して、だいたい病気の正体もつかめてきて。
入院。
In other words, the reason she disappeared without a trace so many times wasn't so she could catch up with old friends or spend the whole night
さ
drinking.
てどうしようかって時に結構やばい症状が来ちゃってね。それがカズサのコンサートの夜。
あの日か。
2日ほど記憶がないんだけどね。
When Kazusa was overcome with sorrow because she had no one to support her, there was a person who was in even greater need of her daughter's support.
今は大丈夫。週明けには退院できるから。
カズさんにはそのこと。
言えると思う？今のあの子に。
I was planning on blaming this person. I was ready to look down on her and give her a lecture or two. Despite that, I'd figured out just how little I knew.
もしかしてカズさんの来日公演も。
いつかは連れてくるつもりだったけど、急いだのはこのためね。
The reason these concerts in Japan were organized wasn't simply to cash in on her popularity. It wasn't simply the judgment of a
どう
producer.
カズサは日本で受け入れられるのか、うちのバカ娘はもう一度日本で暮らせるのか、その両方を確かめたかったの。
She doesn't know if she can be there to experience her daughter's future. And so this was the shock therapy that the mother had devised after carefully thinking about how she would ever convey this news to her daughter.
私が生きてるうちにね。
そんな。
Although everything she's done until now in that regard has failed horrifically, I can't bring myself to blame this dawning parent after knowing about her
言
circumstances.
っておくけど、すぐ死ぬつもりなんか
はい。
最近はだいぶこの病気の致死率も下がってきてるし、薬打ちまくって金使いまくって少なくとも100までは生き延びるわよ。
お願いします。
With her words, I managed to perceive her strength. The strength that makes me think that since it's Toma Yoko we're talking about, everything will be fine.
ただね、もうウィーンには戻らない。私はもう日本を離れるつもりはないの。
陽子さん。
But despite that, I can no longer see the once triumphant and carefree pioneer who once abandoned Japan
自
anymore.
分の生まれた国ですもの。なんだかんだ言って世界で一番愛してる国ですもの。
I can't blame her judgment. As a compatriot, I can sympathize with her. The more I find out about her circumstances, the less I can bring myself to oppose her. But even then,
カズサは。
どうしよっか、ギター君。
そんな。
spoke with a hint of humor. But I'm sure there wasn't any falsehood in her lamentful words.
今のカズサは陽子さんを超えることだけが人生の目標で、なのに陽子さんしか頼れる人がいなくて。
And Kazusa will probably be able to detach herself from any lingering regrets in Japan.
そっか。カズサのこと拒絶したのね。ねえ、あの子のどこがダメだったの？そりゃピアノ以外に取り柄ないし、暗いし、わがままだし、意地っ張りで諦めの悪さはちょっと低レベルだけど。
そういう問題じゃないです。あいつに不満なんかありません。
そんなこと平気で言える人間、世界であなたしかいないから期待してたんだけどな。
We both relied on each other too much.
また負けたか、我が娘は。しかも5年前と同じ相手に。
やめてください。
I thought that this person alone could. I thought she could alone do something about that moody genius inability to become a part of society. Never once considering that.
こっちとしても賭けだったのよね。私だって一応親なんだし、カズさんが独り立ちできるまで一緒にいてやりたいって思ってる。
But I can't blame her for that at all.
けれどもそれをウィーンで実現させることはできない。わがままではあるけれど自分の一生のことだから。
Because we're both relying on each other for the sake of our own
だ
lives.
からカズさんを無理やり日本に連れてきた。永住するために。
If I could accept those words in full earnesty, I would find them joyous from the bottom of my heart.
ピアノの方に限って言えば、今の日本なら、今のカズさならもうヨーロッパじゃなくてもやっていける。
Kazusa, who separated from me in such a sorrowful way 5 years ago. Kazusa, who I thought I would never see again, will be within a reachable distance every day from now on.
もともとフリューゲルのじいさんは今年で引退だし、次の師匠も日本で見つけてある。橋本健二っていう若手ナンバーワンピアニストを育てたフランス人のおばちゃんでね。まあ昔は男取り合ってよく大喧嘩したけど。
During our commemorations, or even whenever I feel like it, I could call Kazusa to join our gatherings.
だからあとはカズサが再びここで暮らせるか、それだけが一番の心配事だった。
We can restore the tree, consisting of Kazusa, me, and Setsuna.
でも結局ダメだったみたいね。カズサを吹っ切れさせることも、カズサの思いを遂げさせることも。
We can go back to being tree again. But that won't be the same tree who swore eternal friendship 5 years ago in the hot springs inn. It'll be the tree where no one can consider the others as
あな
friends.
たこそがカズサを日本に戻すための最後の希望で、そして最大のネックだった。
俺にそんなこと言われても、いきなりそんなこと言われても。
あの子の気持ち聞いたんでしょ。それで受け入れなかったのよね。ならそれが結果なんだからしょうがない。
受け入れられると思いますか。5年間音信不通だったんですよ。どうやって信じろって言うんです。
ずっと一緒にいた私が保証しましょうか。あの子が5年間どれだけ色ぼけてたか。会えもしないたった一人の男相手に。
Fuck.
別にそんな。
あの子は毎日10時間あなたと会話してたのよ。だから思いが色あせることなんかあるはずなかった。
10時間。
That's the time Kazusa spent with her piano. The time she wasn't rebelling against her mother. The time when she wasn't hurling abuse at
そうや
me.
ってずっと冷めない恋をしてたから、あの子のピアノはどんどん色っぽくなってって、いつの間にか世界に認められるようになっちゃって。
そんな。
カズサの告白聞いたんでしょ。なら今さら信じられないなんていうのはなしよ。
It's because of her sensibilities are so infantile. It's because of her outlook is so narrow. It's because she had no interest in anything else that Kazusa's piano outshone others so much. It really is a mockery of art.
でもね、相手が悪かった。カズサにとってあまりに高嶺の花だった。
俺が高嶺の花。
Oh.
だってギター君普通の人だもの。そんなハードルの高い相手、やっぱりあの子には無理だったのよ。
意味がわかりません。
だって私たちは普通の人の人生を壊す力を持ってしまっている。しかもそれを抑えることができないの。だからもしもあの子があなたを手に入れようとしたら、あなたの周囲の世界ごとぶち壊すことになる。
Yeah, every single fucking musician has that fucking power, you know. they're gonna write some fucking song about like a fucking relationship in the past or some shit. Anyway, her lifestyle of playing concerts just makes it impossible to retain in just Japan. The enormous cost of maintaining her ability and lifestyle, the media commotion these past few days have that not even she herself desires. Her lifestyle, her life goals, even her standards for happiness are completely different from me. She lives in a world I'll never be part of, and never be accustomed
そ
to.
れは別のある人にとってはとても残酷で無情で本当にひどいこと。
Even though I jump into it with full awareness of the risks, what about the people who are around me when I live an ordinary life? What about Setsuna's happiness? There's no point thinking about it after all. Kazusa didn't fall in love with the true me. It's no more than an idealized image of me that Kazusa invented. Sorry. The way my brain imagined that statement. After all, Setsuna was made to walk around in circles because of the real me these past 5 years. She suffered due to the difference in the ideal and reality, and only through repeated dialogue did we manage to get to this point. That's why Setsuna's feelings, our relationship, established through long talks in the actual
陽
truth.
子さん。俺。
No matter how much Yoko-san tries to defend Kazusa, no matter how much pure and genuine Kazusa's feelings are, no. That's precisely why the answer is clear before me, my eyes. Choosing Setsuna is the correct answer. One that is totally free from mistakes. That's why I have to tell her. I must tell her that Setsuna is the only one I have. I must tell her without muddling my words that I must say farewell to
だか
Kazusa.
らねギター君、こうなってしまった以上、あなたはあの子を思いっきり振ってあげて。せめて少しでも傷の治りが早くなるようにスパッと切り捨ててあげて。
I knew that much. But even so, I failed again.
絶対に自分で傷を癒そうなんて考えないこと。あなたが少しでも隙を見せたら、あの子は絶対に諦めないわよ。
In the end, I could never say out loud what I had determined in my heart.
そんなことあるわけないって思う？それこそ普通の人の感覚ね。
Because of that, my position returns to its original state, and I found myself once again defending Kazusa.
カズさんはね、本質的には私と同じ式状況なの。一般人並みの理性なんて持ち合わせてないの。
陽子さん。
I find myself put in a difficult situation yet again by
でな
Yoko-san.
ければ5年も会わずにいた男をひたすら思い続けるわけがない。あなたの常識にそういう女はいるかしら。だからこれからも忘れない。下手をしたら、いえ、今のままじゃ確実に一生新しい恋なんてできるわけがない。
そんな俺なんてほんの1年間クラスメートだっただけであいつにそんな思われることしたわけじゃ。
それを決めるのはあなたじゃなくてカズさよね。
Why do mother and daughter always have to say the same things? It makes it sound like Yoko-san is telling me that Umi is all what Kazusa truly
もう
feels.
一度言うわよ。北原春樹君。
Oh, nice. The real name. Homyun. But
あ
Yoko-san,
なたがあの子を受け入れられないのなら、今すぐあの子を捨てて。それがあの子のためなんだから。
if I do that, then what? What will happen to Kazusa? She becomes unable to rely not on me, not only on me, but Yoko-san too. If her goal, her only guidepost, disappears like a mirage. God damn. Who will be able to protect her? This is something that Kazusa has to learn by herself, but this hesitation exists for a reason. Oh, it's Aaron. Oh, it's Aaron.
ああ、ごめん。何？
Wait, I'll be right back. I don't see the thing. Where's the thing? This is a very long route, actually. We started this literally after the choice to pick like which ending to choose. This is going to be fucking long, and I actually don't think I could even finish this tonight. This stream, like, there's a good chance I'm just gonna end it soon, and we'll continue when I wake up. I mean, it is 1 o'clock. 1:50 here, so Kazusa's birthday is still going on, so but I'll be right back. We're still doing this. You know what? No, actually, maybe I should get some sleep. I can do this in the morning. Kazusa's birthday, at least in America, in New York, will end 22 hours from now. It might be. But you know what? Maybe I can finish this just before it finishes in Japan time, anyway. Or more specifically in Vienna, because that's where they are at the end of all this, and the 2000 something update by by Maruto Sensei. They still live in Vienna, so yeah, I'm feeling tired. I kind of did a lot today. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy watching. I'll continue the stream. We'll do Zelda in the afternoon. Oh man, I guess I'm not finishing Zelda this long weekend. Maybe it's it's carrying over next week. For sure. It's gonna be finished sometime next week. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys. Ciao.